What's up? Put one in the freezer. Where is it?
Hi everyone, I'm Brian. Anderson along with Grant. Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Here's Sarr. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Durant, no good. Williams from long range. Sinks the tray.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Durant's shot is off. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. There's a screen to the inside. Clock at 6.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Brogdon with the ball. Picked up by Coulibaly. Durant has the open look. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams grabs the miss.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Off the inbound pass. It's Eason with the jam.
Fantastic look from Durant. Such an underrated playmaker.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, B.A.? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Clark with the screen. Williams with it. Durant covering. They get the rebound. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The ball's knocked loose. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signaled a jump ball here. And stolen by Clark. To the paint. Here's Sarr. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
And a lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
Clark with the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
Now that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Outside Eason. Outside Durant. Plenty of space. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Good on the bucket. Williams has got 5 now.
Man, he is stronger than he looks. Trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Durant with the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Here's Durant. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Give him 8. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 3-point lead. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He's gotten a little too sloppy turning the ball over twice in the last 3 minutes. These mistakes can really start to add up.
There's a screen by Bol. To the middle. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. There's 18 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Thompson right side. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
You got to stay in front of Klay. If you're going under the screen and he recognizes that, you're going to get scored on.
Now here's Wallace. The kick out to Wiggins. Thompson with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So it's Oklahoma City now. Here's Wallace. Pure from three-point range. Wallace has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, BA, in his first year to shoot over 40% from three. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. 4 on the clock. No good. A bit long that time. Suns trail by 4. Down low. Here's Bull. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Stolen by Thompson. And now the Suns fast break. And that one's good. Hold.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And finished off by Bull.
Well, you're always looking to see if somebody has a better shot, even if your name's Klay Thompson. Nice dish.
Here's Wiggins. No good on the shot. Solid defense from Bull. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Wallace outside. Shot clock at 6. Phoenix leading by 3. Inside. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Wallace outside. There's a screen by Wiggins. And the 3 off target.
Hey, the struggle is real.